Welcome to another marvelous episode of College Football Showdown. I am the governor of college football, and with me, as always, is my co-pilot, Jalen Wilson. Jalen, we've had some great weeks of college football. I'm excited, super excited for this week. I'm not going anywhere this week. That is intentional for a couple of reasons. One, help Moon with the articles on the website. Two, catch all of these amazing games. And then three, we're going live on Saturday, like a recap show of the entire day. I'm super excited about that show. I think it's going to be hilarious to get our raw takes. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be hilarious. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. Kind of just ready for this weekend here. You know, it's Thursday, almost the end of the work week. So
yeah, bro. Thursdays is typically 2K nights, bro. So I know my dog Jalen just got 2K, so we should be on 2K at some point tonight.
Yeah,
like, it's been rough to get games, bro, because life be lifing. But I know Weez is off now, and he's kind of the key. And with Kwani is in PR right now in Puerto Rico, so he won't be able to play. So yeah, so we should definitely be running tonight, man. You ready to get into this show? We're gonna set it up like we always do. Let's start with this rapid fire portion of the show. We got Georgia Tech versus Duke. What's your overall thoughts about this game and some of the things you're gonna be paying attention to heading into this game?
Overall thoughts is that it could be Georgia Tech's first loss. I feel like Duke's been balling since the Illinois loss. Like, you know, people thought Duke was like for real. The Illinois beat them and was like, okay, maybe Duke just ain't that good. Or maybe Illinois is that good. Like, you know, that was and then Illinois got whooped like 2 weeks later by Indiana. You know, but Duke has really responded. I think they've only lost one game since then.
Yep.
But they really responded well. And the Georgia Tech team, while they're undefeated, they aren't unbeatable. We saw Wake Forest give them a game, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right. 100% correct.
Like, so they're not an unbeatable team. And this Duke team can definitely fare well against this team, I believe.
I really have. And we're kind of going to go off in a tangent here before we continue the rest of this segment. We've heard a lot of names for this Penn State job. We haven't had it. I think we've talked about it off camera. We just haven't had an opportunity to talk about it on camera.
I've ever talked about it with you off camera.
Oh, we haven't. So who do you think is the best guy for the job? We hear a lot of names. We hear somebody like a Matt Rule. And Matt Rule, like, if I'm Nebraska, I don't like the way he responded to those comments. Like, I get it. Like, that's where you met your wife. It's something special about that place, bro.
Yeah,
but like
he was PA or whatever.
Yeah. He was like romanticizing about the opportunity to go to Happy Valley. He pretty much just told everybody publicly, if they offer, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? And you got a great season ahead of you. These guys got opportunity to play for the Big Ten title. I ain't make it to the college football playoff. Manny Diaz was another name we've heard. I'm trying to think of other names. Joe Brady, Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator, even though Buffalo can't score points these last couple of weeks. You got to see it firsthand being a Patriots fan.
Elko also kind
of Mike Elko.
I don't think it's a possibility.
Let me ask you this. Are the resources more plentiful in College Station than Happy Valley? Yeah, so why would he leave? You know what I'm saying? So
we've heard Marcus Freeman. I don't get that one either.
What don't you get about it?
Notre Dame is better than Penn State. Like, it's just all time, it's a better job. Right now, it's a better job.
Bigger brand. Yeah. But Notre Dame is handicapped because they don't have the ability to play for a conference championship.
That's fine.
The pursuit of perfection is real at Notre Dame. Even losing those first 2 games, they have little room for.
Yeah, they got little room, but they're right there.
They are right there in the thick of things, but they got and we're going to talk about that game a little bit later. They got wiggle room. So who do you think is the best guy for the job? And would it be a better hire than James Franklin?
I don't know. It's hard to get better than James Franklin because it kind of means you got to hit a home run versus where James Franklin, you got like a triple or a double, depending on.
Yeah, it was probably a double. I think that's fair.
Yeah, because I mean, he didn't make the playoffs until it expanded, but even then, he won 2 games against inferior opponents.
Right.
But you look at it, it's like, you know, James Franklin was a coach. He can take you to the 3 feet side of the pool, 6 feet side of the pool, but 12 feet, you're going to start drowning.
Right.
You might make it out, depending on it.
That's a great
depending on where the pool is. But, yeah, 12 feet kind of you will kind of start drowning when it means something.
Yeah, he can't go to that deep water.
Yeah.
That's not happening. He's not going to take you to the abyss.
Yeah, but the thing is, when he's swimming in the 6 feet, he dang near Michael Phelps.
He,
Like,
he real comfortable, right?
yeah, like
The lifeguard will even let him swim right there between that 6-7 foot. The lifeguard cool with it. I like it.
It's tough. It's tough because you dang near have to get somebody that's like a proven winner and that has like a track record of like just winning and has like some accomplishments. You know,
that's fair.
I don't think you can really go out too much and like I don't think they're not gonna want to bet on a defense coordinator, offense coordinator. Like Notre Dame took a shot at Marcus Freeman. Marcus Freeman had no head coaching experience, I think, before then. He was just a DC for Cincinnati, and he was a DC for Notre Dame the year before he became a head coach. And it was like, well, we're gonna take a flyer on him. We trust him, but we don't know how good he can be. But I don't think Penn State is going to do
home
that.
Run hit. There's not like Will Stein wouldn't be a home run hit in your opinion?
I don't think so.
What about if they can get Kirk Cincinnati from Bloomington?
Yeah, now that's a home run.
That's a home run. That's a home run.
But I don't believe that's happened. That's the problem.
He's getting $8.1 million a year. They can beat that. Are the resources more plentiful in Bloomington or in Happy Valley? Like they're definitely more plentiful in Happy Valley.
But in essence, he's winning in Bloomington. I think some more of the resources could open up.
Okay. I think that's the home run hit. If I'm them, hey, what is it going to cost me to get you here? Like, to me, Kirk Cincinnati is the home run hit.
I think they're going to try to look into the Big Ten.
Yeah. I saw a great tweet earlier. It wasn't even about somebody like with a huge account, but it was like, yo, when's the last time you seen Big Ten really hire somebody outside of the Big Ten when they do get a coaching hire? So that great observation, because James Franklin was from Vandy, right? SEC.
Yeah.
Ryan Day was he at the NFL ranks when
Ryan
he got
Day
the job?
was the OC at Ohio State, I think, the year before.
Was he the OC there? So it'll be interesting to see how this thing panned out. I want to talk to you about that. So this Georgia Tech Duke game, I think, is a very interesting game. Styles make fights, as we always say. Brent Key, we know he's going to run a ball. Is Haynes King one of the most underrated players in the country, in your estimation?
Yes, but that happens when you only have 4 passing touchdowns on the season. He's
asked to do a lot.
He is.
When we look at that root word of most valuable player, and you like most valuable, like in my opinion, if he doesn't play, they don't win very many games.
No, I mean, that's true, but when you look at the quarterback, they're gonna look at stats at the end of the day. If you don't watch it, you're gonna look at stats.
Right. We got a lot of.
You're gonna see he got I think 4 or 5 passing touchdowns.
We got casual fans. I think the next level to that is box score watchers. Like, hey, they pay attention. They watch their favorite team's game and maybe their conference's games. But other than that, they box score watch or stat watch.
Because what he brings with his ability is entirely different than what the stats will show.
Like that Wake Forest game, he just put on his cape. And even though I think Wake Forest was not 100% wrong in that game, he just still put on his cape and was able to win that game. Who you got winning this game, brother?
I got Georgia Tech, but I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be within 7 or 3 points.
Give me Duke. I trust Duke more. I talked to Moon right after the Virginia Tech game last week. He was there. He was on the field. He was pissed. He said most fans would be happy with the second bowl victory. He wasn't excited with what he saw. And even though they did win 35-20, he wasn't excited with what he saw at all. So give me Duke. I think they're trending in the right direction. They did have a bye week last week. Both teams had a bye week. I'm sorry, an idle week that they call it at the collegiate level. Both teams had an idle week this past week. But I believe that Darian Mensah, Manny Diaz find a way to win this game. Also, Georgia Tech's beat Duke 4 or 5 straight times. So if we're being honest, so give me Georgia Tech in this game. Let's move right along to this next game. We got the Holy War. What's some of your early thoughts about the Holy War?
Was it 2 years ago? No. I was going to say, I was like, was it 2 years ago? Or maybe was it last year when this was a game? BYU was had playoff aspirations, and then this came down to the final moments, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I was wrong.
No. BYU
I remember watching the game with my dad.
I think BYU definitely had playoff aspirations a season ago. I didn't want to believe they were real.
And these are going to be 2 tough teams. Bachmeier's getting better every year. I mean, every game.
Every game, right?
Yeah. Devin Napier outside that Texas Tech game has looked good. Mm-hmm. Utah has looked good this season, in my opinion. BYU has looked they've actually impressed me a lot more this season than what I thought they would. This is going to be a tough matchup. It's going to come down to which team is more physical.
Mm-hmm. And both teams are extremely physical. We both know that. I don't know. This game is intriguing to me.
I'm taking Utah.
You taking Utah? It's in Provo. We know they're about 40 miles apart. You like Utah in this game. If BYU can neutralize Devin Dampier, they'll win this game. We've seen games with Devin Dampier's at like 130 yards passing, but he got busy with 125 yards rushing and had a couple of touchdowns on the ground. If you can neutralize him, they're a different team. And we saw Texas Tech really neutralize Devin Dampier, and they did it with.
But Texas Tech is so dang good.
They really are. And it's the gap integrity that they play with. They play with so sound. And like when you think about run fits, and when you're doing your day one install of run fits, you literally walk through it. Like if you're the safety, you're on the same side of the ball, you're literally walking, bro. You literally walk into your run fits. And of course, that backside safety end up becoming the last line of defense. There's plays that I watched on film with these guys, and they ran it beautifully. That kid, Romello Height, that they got at defensive end, he's amazing, bro. Like the way that he played it, he said, I dare their running game to beat me. I got Rodriguez and the boys behind me. I'm going to stand right here every time. And every single time it was a read, Height was right there waiting for him. So if they can play with outstanding run fits and be like, Devin Dampier is not going to beat me, I trust BYU to win this game. Now, there were times at last week's game, that BYU and Arizona game, I was watching that game, I'm like, BYU is not who I thought they were. There was times I said that in the Colorado game as well. So that's what scares me. Give me BYU at home. I probably would have took Utah at home, but they got to play with outstanding discipline. They have to play discipline. If this is a game, I don't care if Devin Dampier throws for another 125, 150-yard game. If you have a buck something on the ground, they win the game. They absolutely win the game. And whoever possesses the ball more when the war of attrition on the line of scrimmage probably wins this game. Let's talk about LSU Vandy. I can't wait to hear how you feel about this game. You know where I'm at with this game. You know there's just teams. I don't believe you. You need more people. Like, you already know where I'm going with this game. Talk to me about this game.
Interesting game. LSU's offense haven't been able to click at all. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like they ain't got no run game. I don't know if Garrett Nussmeier.
They haven't scored over 20 points versus a P4 team yet.
Yeah. Now, granted, they did lose some receivers from last season. But
I mean, they got active in the portal though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got Barry Brown from Kentucky. They got the kid Anderson. Like they got active.
But this is where the portal isn't always the greatest because it's like, you can't replace the exact production sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. But you look at you like I really don't know the problem. Like I felt like last week, Brian Kelly, been wanting to bench Nussmeier. He just kind of scared because Nussmeier getting paid a lot.
How can he bench you? I mean, he's expected to do so much for that team.
But he isn't playing good though. Like he's supposed to do much, but he ain't performing. Like
right. And it's easy defensively to defend a team who can't run the ball. Like I dare you to run the ball. We're not going to load the ball, the box at all. If you want to run, go ahead and run. Be my guest. But I don't think it's all on Garrett Nussmeier. I think some of this is on offensive coordinator Joe Sloan. And I know you're not saying that it was all on him. Some of it's on Joe Sloan. I think his job should be on the line. And some of it is on Brian Kelly. Like the years that we think LSU was supposed to be grand, and this is why I don't buy into it, because I don't buy into Brian Kelly.
Yeah, this is just the Brian Kelly. Yeah,
this is the Brian Kelly experience. We saw Notre Dame stutter its first year under Marcus Freeman. But since then, we've seen it constantly go like this. Do you respect that program now with Marcus Freeman more than you respected it when Brian Kelly was there? I do. You know what I'm saying? So I just think this is the Brian Kelly experience. Like you had Mike Denbrock. How in hell do you allow Mike Denbrock? And I know it's Notre Dame. That's the Mecca. I tell everybody, if I ever get a chance to see a game from that sideline, I'm shedding tears with the Nets, 100%. But how in the hell do you allow a guy who had the number one score in the offense in 2022, 2023, just walk, bro? Give him what he wants. You was willing to do that for Marcus Freeman to follow you there. Give him the hell what he wants. And we've seen this Joe Sloan thing just not working. So, yes, Nussmeier has not lived up to any of the hype. But I think a lot of it is purely it's scheme. It's the inability to run the ball. If you can't run the ball in the SEC and you one-dimensional and you allow us to play, our nickel and dime packages the entire game, you're not going to win a lot of games. And then you play a team like Ole Miss who plays extremely fast. And LSU just happen to run into a team with the same problem that they're having. And LSU South Carolina probably needs to get rid of Mike Shula at this point because Shane Beamer may lose his job off the things that are happening with Mike Shula right now because that offense is abysmal and it shouldn't be with the weapons that they have in the wide receiver room and Lenore Sellers at quarterback. Both of these teams are experiencing the same thing. Who you got in this game?
I got Vandy.
I'm confident Vandy will win this game. Bye week after Bama. I think sometimes humble pie is the best thing for that kid we got in this lower third right now on that screen because he's like Rocky. He reminds me of Rocky. He's going to come back with this game with a vengeance. Give me Vandy. I'm going to say it. Give me Vandy by like 10, bro.
Also, KT, the Rocky movies aren't that good. But Rocky 3. Yes. Rocky 1 and 2 aren't that good. Just to let you know. So, yeah, let me see what game we got next. Move on to Washington versus Michigan.
You haven't rage baited me in a long time, bro. Like
no rage baiting. It's been not good. I actually just have the opportunity to say it because you brought it up now.
So the Rocky movies aren't good.
But Rocky 3 and 4, I feel like are good. Rocky.
Okay.
The fifth one or whatever the heck it is.
Okay. That one. He goes broke. And...
Yeah.
Oh no, was that the sixth one? That was the sixth one. He went broke, right?
I think they only went to 5 because 4 was Mr. T, 3 was Drago, right? No, 3 was Mr. T, 4 was Drago.
4 was Drago, right?
And then the fifth one was the one he broke.
Okay, so
and then the first one was with Creed.
All right, so you didn't like the first one?
Nah, the second one was solid.
You know, he won like an Academy Award for the first one, right?
Yeah, because it was 1978. Wasn't no boxing movies out there. Yeah, you have to people like Star Wars, like
that's your logic. So Rocky only had 2 good movies. The first one, it was the storyline, like it gave you the backstory. You understanding where he's at, him working at the butcher shop, him in there punching the cows and all of that stuff. Yeah. Like that wasn't dope to you?
Really.
All right, do you like the Creeds?
Yeah, I like 1.
Okay, what was the best one to me? Because it told the backstory. And Sylvester Stallone was in there, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Rocky 1 was fantastic. Drago 1 is my favorite because you see him at his height. Mr. T sold the hell out of his movie as Clubber Lang. You know what I'm saying? But you don't like Rocky 1, bro?
I don't really care for it, no. Like I just want to go back and watch it. Like I can rewatch it too. But 1.
I mean, 1 gives you the backstory, bro. It's like it's not fair because you're watching it and you get to compare it against everyone. When the first time that came out, it was the first of something that they seen like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy, bro. Let's I don't know my phone, I threw everything. Let's get to this next game, bro. We got Washington versus Michigan. I saw a great tweet earlier. Nino reposted it, but it was by Todd McShay. Why isn't Washington ranked? And I want to ask you that same question.
I don't think some people are watching them.
Do you watch college football or do you just skim through it? I think you're right.
Like, I don't think lots of people are watching them. Also, I don't know. Maybe people think they're just like they're an okay team. Like they aren't.
They had 6 quarters of terrible football.
Yeah.
6 quarters straight. It was the Ohio State game and then the first half of the Maryland game. I was there. It was awful. It was awful. I think those 6 quarters people are holding against them. They're like, yeah, you beat Maryland, but you shouldn't have beat Maryland. But should they be in the top 25? I can argue they should be in the top 25. What's your overall feeling about this game? What's the current temperature in Ann Arbor after Sharon Moore ran his mouth last weekend and Lincoln Riley handed it to him? Did you see that?
I did see that. Honestly, I don't. The temperature ain't too good, really, in my opinion. Defense is good. The offense sometimes look pedestrian.
I agree with that. Do you think this team looked better watching Ron Moore was out, or is that not a fair thing to ask?
What games was he out?
He was out the Central Michigan game and the Nebraska game.
I didn't watch that CMU game, but that Nebraska game, they did look.
They look good.
They look good. Oklahoma game wasn't really much outside that Justice Haynes run. Bryce Underwood, he could become a good quarterback, but right now he just don't look worth the money that he was given.
Do they trust him enough?
Probably not. I think they have him use his legs too much, but that's
I agree with that, and that's what you see a lot of teams do. Like they'll cut the field in half. Hey, we're going to run a flood concept to this right side of the field. You don't see anything within the first two. Take off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I feel like they're so one-dimensional, and once you prevent them from being one-dimensional, like we saw USC do this past weekend, it's bad football. It's a lot of bad football to proceed. How long can Sharon Moore keep that job? When do we start saying, "Hey, brother"?
Next year,
and a year after, maybe?
It depends on next year.
Okay.
If they was to end the season 8-5, the next year they go 8-5 again. That's where I think they cut them.
Who would they replace him with? One last question about James Franklin. Do you see him getting a job ASAP? You think he'll be chilling with his $50 million?
I think he should get a job ASAP.
Group of 5 level or power level?
Power 5. Like hey, I get James.
It would be an outstanding hire by like Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
UCLA, like that'd be an outstanding hire. A guy that can recruit, because Virginia Tech struggled for a while to recruit.
Yeah, like hey, I get he isn't good in the big games, but he's good everywhere else.
Right.
Like, you know,
and it would probably just end off wherever he decided to go. It would probably end off in a one-off. Like he's there for a year, have an outstanding year, conference championship, lead his team through the playoffs, and then he'll be back at a huge program again.
Yeah, like
would he go to a place like Oregon State? Oregon. Oh, I would like to see that in Auburn.
Honestly,
I'm done with Hugh Freeze.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm done with Hugh Freeze. Who you got winning this Washington Michigan game?
Think I'm only Washington. They honestly just got the better offense. They got the better offense with a solid defense, like to where I think they can just win. Michigan just ain't got the offense for my liking.
Yeah, you give a team like Washington the momentum that they got after going into College Park and beating Maryland after being down 20-0 in the second half.
Did you at the game?
Yeah.
Did you leave early?
You know I did, bro.
I thought you did.
I was out, bro. I left the moment it became 29. I said, "Yeah, let me beat this traffic," because I told you about the traffic getting out of that zone. So, yeah, to my surprise, to see Washington won that game and I didn't stay for it. That's the second time I've had a moment like that, bro.
Did you meet East Coast?
No, he was supposed to be there, but that was like a bad, like a terrible accident. Like it was a few fatalities, and he was stuck at the same place for like an hour and a half. So he wasn't able to make it for that game. They do play Michigan, and I do want to see Michigan, so I'll be going back up there for that game. So this game is a tough one. Give me Washington, because if Washington is able to neutralize Michigan run game, and it does become, hey, who quarterback I trust most? Of course, I trust Damon Williams more than I trust Bryce Underwood. It's not because I don't think Bryce Underwood isn't good. He is good. I just trust that the coaches trust Damon Williams Jr. more than Michigan trusts Bryce Underwood. UNLV Boise State, maybe the hardest game to pick all week. How you feeling about this game? Who you got?
Did you see Dan Mullen's interview?
No. Did you see that? I think it was Urban Meyer say that they should consider Dan Mullen for the Penn State job. And
it would be too terrible. I mean, he has a good track record at Florida.
And as far-fetched as it sounds, let's remember that the reason that Eddie George is in Bowling Green is because of work Eddie George done first and foremost. But Urban Meyer was like, hey, you guys should hire Eddie George. I don't know how much pull he got at Penn State, but I mean, Dan Mullen's done an outstanding job this year. Everything how I know you and I specifically always went to bat for Dan Mullen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like
it
you
makes
do.
sense to why Florida fired him. He had one terrible season or one season. I think
Right.
he went 7-6 and they fired him.
Yeah, and it's like how I feel about Bo Pelini. I believe the Nebraska fan in me died when we got rid of Bo Pelini, and then you see the coaches that have followed. Absolute joke. And let's talk a little bit more about this game. This game may decide who's in the college football playoff. It really might.
It might, but that bro, the American with Memphis, ooh, USF,
Tulane,
ooh,
USF.
Tulane.
It's just too many good. And even North Texas, even though they got hands and feet placed upon them, if you watch that game, it comes down to one pivotal moment, and then everything changed for them. I was watching that game, and I felt bad for him. Drew Metzenmaker had his worst game of the season.
Like, I honestly think these two teams can have one loss throughout the season, and they might not end up in the playoff.
Just because how tough that American is. That gauntlet is going to be real. Like, you got a team like Tulsa, and I know Oklahoma State isn't a great team, but they had no business versus, Oklahoma State this past year. So if this game was in UNLV, I think we'll both be comfortable saying, yeah, we think UNLV wins this game. But because we know that crowd is going to be an electric, high IQ crowd that they got out there, who you got in this game, bro? I'm interested to hear.
I got UNLV. I watched Boise State. They're good.
They've been really good since the USF game. I must admit.
They're good, but I think UNLV is more explosive when it comes to scoring the ball.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take that.
I think that's fair. Give me UNLV. I think Dan Mullen will have his team ready.
Give me UNLV by 10.
By 10, okay. And Boise, Idaho. That's a good one. I love their running game. Anthony Calandria has done an outstanding job. Dan Mullen does deserve a P4 job. I can't say that. Even if it's not there, he'll probably be extremely selective on where he goes, but outstanding coaching job. And he should be up there for Coach of the Year this year. Let's get into our main games. We got third Saturday in October. How are you feeling about this game, brother?
I feel sorry for Bama. It's just a couple tough matchups.
Yeah.
Couple tough matchups. And you got Mizzou, you had Mizzou, had Vandy.
That game frustrated me last week. It was an Alabama special. It was a Nick Saban special, even though he wasn't on the sidelines.
Honestly, bro, I hate that they didn't score that possession. Well, they did. I think they got a field goal that possession where they ran Kane Proctor at quarterback.
Dude, that kid is so athletic, bro. Somebody that big should not be able to move that fast.
Now this game gonna be interesting though. You look at Alabama coming off two really big wins. 3 actually, because they beat Georgia the week before. They beat Georgia, right?
Yeah. Georgia, Vandy, and
Mizzou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of those teams were undefeated.
Yeah.
And all three of them was undefeated when they played them, actually.
Yeah. One of the key players I want to mention, Jam Miller. He's come in and really boosted that run game.
And you mentioned that at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
That you thought that was a huge loss.
Like against Vandy, he was a huge problem. Against Mizzou, he was a problem. And they even getting who is it? Was it last name Riley? The other running back. They use him really more in the pass game. Yeah, like now the run game kind of has momentum. Ty Simpson is making good reads. I
think he had some Heisman worthy plays this past weekend. That 4th and 8 when he threw the 15-yard strike.
Yeah.
I mean, Heisman worthy. 4th and 1 on the goal line. Just their trust. I'm not sure if there's a team that trusts their quarterback more than Alabama trusts Ty Simpson.
But then you look at the Tennessee side. Chris Brazil is a problem.
He's a grown man.
he torched Georgia. I think the very next week he had a good week too.
He did. It was back to back. It wasn't Arkansas. Who was it?
I don't remember. But he looked good against some tough competition. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who to choose in this game. You look at it, it's like because Alabama had some chances last week to put Mizzou, I feel like, out.
They did.
They didn't.
And they let, especially when in the time of possession 2-1, and the game was as close as it was. That's a little embarrassing.
You look at Tennessee. If Josh Heupel doesn't get scared, they beat Georgia, and they're undefeated right now.
That's facts.
And some people are looking at them differently than what some people are looking at them. But I'm also looking at them as like a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at it. I'm like, I want to choose Tennessee.
If it's
the Alabama run defense has still kind of been questionable to me.
I agree with that.
I feel like they kind of performed well against Ahmad Hardy last week, but
they didn't possess the ball.
Yeah,
that's why they performed well. Their offense had long drives.
Yeah, but against Vandy kind of had a couple big runs against them. Passing wise, I feel like the defense had did solid.
Diego just had 2 turnovers. I'm sure he wants.
Yeah,
he wants back. He wants both of those back.
Especially that last interception.
If this game was in Knoxville, I think you'll be comfortable picking Tennessee.
I'll be comfortable picking them anywhere.
Okay.
Because you know how I feel about home field advantage. It's cool, but I mean, if you're the better team, you should be able to win anywhere.
I like it. I like they make it feel on College Football 26, bro. You can't do nothing. I be in that jump calling the same route like 15 times. Dog.
Yeah, and then you snap the ball, you can't see the button.
Yeah, I'm like, all righty, let's just press it.
System sometimes, so I recognize the button. Make a little dig and dunk route, and just note the button beforehand. Yeah, this is real interesting. I think I'm gonna lean Tennessee. Kelly DeBoer's track record against top teams it's really great. But I'm gonna lean Tennessee. I don't know. Alabama has really changed their perception of teams. It's funny how so much of the flip has scripts from Alabama and Florida State since the beginning of the season. But they really changed the perception for them.
Florida State is 6'7", dog. I just figured out what that meant, by the way. I felt like using it.
You're a little late.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I'm old, bro. I got
Roku Nana. Yeah, man, Roku Nana. That's like 6'7" in like Japanese or something.
Oh, for real? Yeah. Roku Nana.
Yeah, me, H, and Kelsey all be saying it, or at least we did.
Y'all got tears in my eyes, bro. Roku Nana. Oh man, that's funny.
I'm gonna lean Tennessee. I don't know. Alabama's had too many close calls in these tough games. One of them is gonna come back, and they're gonna lose one of them. And I think it's this one. Especially when I look at the way Josh Heupel has performed against key games this year. I really want to choose Tennessee.
Tennessee didn't impress me this past week versus Arkansas. Arkansas did impress me this past week, even in a loss, but it's no moral victories. I don't think there's a team in the country right here, right now, neutral site that could beat Alabama. I just don't see it. I really don't. Like, the things that were happening, even though they allowed Missouri to be in the game last week, the thing that Ty Simpson is doing right now is just elite level quarterback play. But I probably said the same thing about Oregon a couple of weeks ago, and then we just saw what happened. And then this past weekend, give me Bama in this game, and actually give me Bama comfortably.
Really comfortably.
I think Aguilar's played outstanding this year. I did not see Aguilar. Aguilar has played himself into being able to play on Sundays this year. That's how outstanding he's played.
Yeah.
You already talked about Braswell. He's a grown man. I don't know. There's something different about Kalen on the board this year. There really is. If omitting the Florida State game, of course. But there's something different about him. It's something different about this team.
Do you think Ryan Williams will have to show up this game?
6'7". I like Jeremy Bernard. I like Horton. Who's the freshman? He was the one that caught that 15-yard pass. Really, really nice. I don't know why I'm asking. I got the roster pulled up here.
I'm not too sure. For some reason, my mind is going to what's his name, Dejon Lee, but he's the D-back that caught the last pass, the interception.
Let me go. Let me go back. I gotta click on the what's the name? Give me a second. But yeah, Ryan Williams He's got some big plays this year, but like he's not as reliable. Is
I forget who I compare him to. I
who?
forget when you and Nino were live. I didn't type in chat, but I was like, man, he's really just this player. Oh, who did I compare him to? I don't remember. I really don't remember. Dang it.
It's who is it? It's a freshman. It's not Brooks, is it?
I think it might have been Brooks.
Yeah. Lazir Brooks. Yeah, that kid is impressive. Really impressive. He made a bunch of big plays this week. So yeah, give me Bama comfortably, man. I think they make Joey Aguilar very uncomfortable. We saw them make Bo Prabilla uncomfortable this weekend. Like, did you see Bo Prabilla having a pout on the sideline this past weekend? Like, it's dude. It frustrates. I'm like, yo, like Eli, go talk to him. Grab him, like, bro, get it together. What's the Arizona Cardinals head coach name? Is it Gannon?
John Gannon, yeah.
Yeah, did you see him like after the running back Mercado or whatever his? You know, I'm an NFL.
Mercado from Louisville, right?
Yeah, he smacked him or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then people had an issue with it, but that's what the hell Eli Drinkowitz should have went over here and grabbed Bo Prabilla and shook him like, yo, get it together, bro. Like, chill. It's one play. Get over it. We got opportunities to make more plays. It actually reminded me of Jackson Dart versus Florida last year. Remember when he was like crying on the sideline, bro? We like, bro, you still got opportunity to go win the game. You over here pouting.
And he threw a pick again.
Yeah, and he threw another pick. Like, it frustrated the hell out of me seeing that. What's the best game of the week in your opinion? You think it's the last game we're talking about? You think it's the Holy War?
I think it's this one.
You think it's the third Saturday in October?
Yeah, I think it's
I think it's the next game we're about to talk about. This USC and Notre Dame game. Notre Dame, right, play outstanding run defense. They can't play pass defense at all. It's like Nnamdi Asomugha or Asomugha, however you say his damn name, when Eddie Royal was torching D'Angelo Hall, and he went to the sideline and pointed out. Well, you were there when I asked Eddie Royal why he do D'Angelo Hall dirty like that, and he went to his defensive coordinator and pointed at him. He said, "Yo, he can't play man." Like, literally, if this is D'Angelo Hall, he's literally almost pointing at him, like touching him and saying he can't play man, bro. But how you feel about this game? I feel like Notre Dame defensively against the pass, they're horrible. Like, they're bad against the pass. And you got Jaden Ma'ava coming. Yeah, Ma'ava coming to town. And
with Makai Lemon and Jacoby Lang.
Yeah. And then we had the kid, what's his name? Is it King Miller that came in last week? Rush for a buck 50. How you feeling about this game? A terrible pass defense, great rushing defense for Notre Dame, but I don't know. You guys see Jay Carr? Like, talk about it, man. Talk about this game.
It's interesting. It's two really good offenses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Notre Dame had, to where like USC has some weapons. Notre Dame also has weapons. They got who Malachi Fields. They got Jordan Faison, Jaden Greyhouse, and what's the other dude?
They use both of their running backs in the past.
Jeremiah Love
and Jadarian Price. Yep.
Yeah. What's the other receiver name? Spalding, is that his name? Will Pauling. Yeah. Yeah, like this would be a battle of scoring.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Notre Dame defense has improved since the last 2 weeks. I think some of them stats are kind of tainted due to those first two.
Against Arkansas, we seen it. Arkansas couldn't move the ball. They was bad. It's just they had opportunities.
They did.
They squandered a lot of those opportunities, but they had opportunities.
Boise State really couldn't get nothing going on offense.
What do you feel like you all did well against USC? Because that was like the only game I seen USC not look like USC, and I want to kind of hear your opinion on it.
Because that was a one position. Like, we won that game on field goal. We should have won that game by 14.
Okay,
we fumbled twice in the red zone on 2 times where they couldn't stop. We were going to score. Like, King Fagan literally fumbled at the goal line.
Right.
Like, I think Luke Otmeyer, Khalil Valentine fumbled in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we win that game by 14, in my opinion. Honestly, I don't I don't know what we did well because I wasn't expecting us to do well.
I remember that.
Yeah. That was fresh off the Indiana week.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it was more the offense gave our defense a lot of breaks. I feel like we blitzed an okay amount that game. We got some DBs back that game as well, so that helped. But what also killed USC was penalties at times. Like they had a big play that was a touchdown, but it got called back due to like offensive pass interference or something like that game. Yeah, like that's the game where I'm like, like that makes me think Notre Dame defense don't got to be A1 to beat this USC team.
Who is the best receiver in college football? Not based on name, not based on hype, based on potential. Right now, who's the best receiver in college football? Of course, we know Jeremiah Smith, talent wise, best receiver in college football. But who right now is playing like the best receiver in college football?
Why are you gonna go
Malachi Lemon, in my opinion. Yeah, he's up there. Denzel Boston is certainly into the discussion. Jordan Tyson is still playing outstanding.
Jordan Tyson, yeah, he's doing great. Honestly, I feel like Jordan Tyson should be like a top 10 pick.
Yeah, he will be. He will be. He's going to make a lot of money on Sundays, bro. He's going to make an awful lot of money on Sundays. So, based on your early thing, and I might be jumping the gun here, you're feeling like Notre Dame's going to win this game.
Oh yeah, I trust my boy CJ Carr. Hey, he haven't let me down. It's the defense that let me down.
CJ Carr has been playing outstanding. If this gets into a track meet, and let's say USC is able to contain, I don't want to say neutralize, but they're able to contain Notre Dame's ability to run the ball. Okay. All right. So this game did they get the extension on this game? I know Clemson and Notre Dame was able to get it. But I know this game was in this game was in jeopardy, for future matchups. I haven't done any follow-up on it. Actually. I'm not sure if they was able to get that. But that's neither here nor there. But here's where I'm at with this game. I look at Lincoln Riley right now. People have pissed Lincoln Riley the hell off because there's just this assumption out here that they can't develop quarterbacks. I know you follow that thought as well.
Oh no,
right?
I don't know if I followed that thought. I just was trying to break down to what I feel like Nino and
Nino and others were trying, because a lot of people believe
it was like the Celtics draft Jason Tatum and they give him credit for his development.
And he loved that
like
parallel,
Jason Tatum. If Jason Tatum ended up on the Lakers or the Sixers, he would have developed like that anyways. Yeah, like versus where you pick Khalil Shakir in the 5th round, you got to help him develop. Like you kind of got to do some things to help him develop and everything. Josh Allen.
You know what my response is to that. Josh Allen has developed a lot, but I think that's more than what Buffalo has done. I think it's more of what Jordan Palmer has done with the sports psychologist that he has done. I think his development, I think he had those intangibles, the ability to throw the ball, make those off script plays, run. But I don't think we saw a true improvement until one, he got a number one wide receiver. Two, Carson Palmer's brother, Jordan Palmer, what he does with quarterbacks and how he fix their mechanics, their footwork and all of that. And then the sports psychologist, and he's just in a great mental place right now. But I don't think people remember, and I know you remember this, how awful Jalen Hurts was as a passer in Tuscaloosa. I think people just don't remember it. Like,
no, he wasn't a guy that couldn't pass the ball. He just had limitations.
Bro, he couldn't pass the ball, bro. He had games where he looked good. I looked at his stat line. He went over 200 yards twice in 3 years at Bama.
Yeah.
Twice. 2 times. In 3 years. There was just times people would be open. He couldn't hit him. Now, he will make great plays. He will lead. Hell of a runner on the ground. But I saw an exponential growth. You know how we talk about that Roy Hibbert type growth, how he incrementally got better at Georgetown, and then it continued during his time in Indiana. He's like, dude, like, I remember bro had 2 left feet when he first arrived in Washington, D.C. Like, it was terrible, but, you know, my mom used to get, I told you, used to get the, what are they called? The little club seats where they had food and everything's prepared, like, free everything when you walk in there.
Yeah.
I don't know why it slipped my mind, but I went to Georgetown games every year that he was there, and I saw, like, damn, each and every year we all look at each other like, damn, he's got way better. I feel like that was one season of Jalen Hurts in Oklahoma. Jada, who thought Jada Mahapa would be this good at USC?
You know what I mean?
I didn't see this coming. Like, I think he's the best player in college football right now.
I think.
Well, yardage, it may be my guy, maybe Sawyer Robinson, but he's up there. But they're number one in passing offense in college football. They're like second in scoring in college football. And I believe the difference that Lincoln Riley has made this year, he's such a scheme guy, so the system dictates. That's why we didn't see Zachariah Branch really work in that system.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a lot better in Mike Bobo's system. But this year, Malachi Lemon, get him the ball. And that's what they've been able to do. And they've been able to run the ball. And they've been able to play with physicality. And you've heard me say this before. The thing that's most interesting to me about USC, and I know we got to get out of here next 13 minutes, so we'll go to this next game soon, is the physicality. I think people ignored it. My thing was, could they play and win ugly games? If you play in the Big Ten, that finesse stuff you was doing out west in the Pac-12 is not going to work.
They just beat an ugly team in Michigan.
They just beat an ugly team in Michigan and won an ugly style physical game. They lost 5 one-score games a year ago. A lot of people don't remember that. Like, they had a team like Penn State on the ropes last year. If Penn State lose that game, we might not even have to wait for this year for James Franklin to be fired. So I look at this USC team. I think they have more than one way to win a game, to be honest with you. So I like USC in this game, and I'm comfortable with my USC pick in this game. But if USC loses this game, what do you think happens? What's good, my dog?
CJ Carr has like 230, 2 touchdowns.
Should he be in the Heisman race?
I think you can consider it. Jeremiah Love and Jaden Price, they each have a good game. One of them has a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Stuff like that, you know. I will say CJ Carr throws for 4 touchdowns. I don't want to overdo
it. He throws for 4 touchdowns. Are both of these teams, you think, college football quality teams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like with the way Notre Dame has improved on defense, I feel like so.
I think USC could afford to lose this game and still make the college football playoff. Do you think Notre Dame got to win out? Even though their losses are to what, 2 top 10 teams, top 5 teams actually, top 6 teams. So you can't hold that against them with the strength of schedule metric.
I don't think Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame can't, but USC, I don't know if they can either.
You don't think they can? Going to 2 losses,
game, they're out. Like, yeah, because David basically had to win the Big Ten, and that would probably not happen considering the fact that Indiana and Ohio State don't look like they're going to lose anytime soon.
I think that might be fair. So you got Notre Dame winning this game. And I got my apologies, brother.
Oh, you good.
And you got Notre Dame winning this game. I got USC winning this game. My bad. All right, let's get into this last game. Huh? You said what you say? You said hey, CJ Carr again, right? Yeah. So we got a showdown, man. We got Ole Miss versus Georgia. How you feeling about this game? Where you at with this game?
I'm leaning all the way to Ole Miss, to be honest with you, bro. Georgia just don't scare me. Could have lost last week.
Yep.
Honestly, if Auburn jumps out to like a 17-20 lead, I feel like Georgia loses that game.
They had a few calls in what they were that game.
Yeah. Do you think that was a fumble last week too? Jackson Arnold goal line? I thought he crossed the goal line. But.
I thought he crossed the goal line as well. But that's why you don't allow refs to win games for you. What's the Andre Iguodala quote we use here a lot? You want to win you got to win by 15 and win by 1. Well, yeah. I use it a lot. I'm not sure if you believe in that quote, but I believe in it 100%.
Oh, sometimes I do, but he was against the Celtics, which wasn't true. He did. I remember this year. It was like 2013. It was
it is true.
It was 2012. That series it wasn't true. Them dudes just got blew out. It was cool. Like that Turner was like the second best player. It was what you expect, bro.
When does the NBA start, by the way? I'm ready to make some
21st.
The NBA. I don't know if you know, bro. I've been making a lot of money. I'm thinking about starting a governor of betting show. I've been making a lot of money betting, bro. Like
the 21st.
The 21st. I'm ready for that. So talk to me about this game. Your introductory thoughts about this game. For
Gunnar
those
Stockton is
who are
just.
leaning Georgia, probably because of the performance that Ole Miss put on the field, and that should have been 100% of
Oh, I
recruiting.
thought Lane Kiffin was going to give a special last week. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, me too. I thought it'd been one of those great recruit tapes. Like, let's bring in a bunch of recruits. We gonna
He
put hands
was
and
from
feet on
Washington
these
State.
dudes. Yeah, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, no. Gunnar Stockton's man to me. Like, I look at Georgia, I'm like, their offense doesn't. Remember, I talked about this. I think in the preseason, I was like, Georgia kind of gets labeled as like this team that has a really good defense because of the past.
Yeah,
they kind of have this label on them. Oh, they're Georgia, 2 national titles in the past.
But I kind of gave him a
seasons.
pass for that, just like I give Phil Parker a pass. I don't care who he puts in that field. I believe in his ability, defense, and it was the same thing with Georgia. Like, I trust Glenn Schumann 100%, but this year is different. This year is so different, bro.
The offense isn't crazy great to me. They still can't get a primary. Well, they haven't had a primary weapon since, I don't know, AJ Green, Miko Harmon.
Nah, that's accurate. I think Miko Harmon was more dangerous in space and on special teams.
Yeah, but people gonna be like, "Oh yeah, AD Mitchell." Man, AD Mitchell wasn't all that at Georgia.
No, he made a name for himself at Texas.
Yeah, yeah, like that's been the biggest problem under. I feel like under Kirby Smart.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't really had the primary guy. Like, I thought Riley really was gonna be that guy. Especially after a national championship game, but he never really became that guy. Still should be in the NFL. He got wrongfully used by Matt Nagy. But yeah, I feel like that's been the problem, and I don't feel like the run game is as good as what it has been in the past. Like, they're just a step. They're just they're 2 steps below those national title teams, and that's a big. And those are 2 big steps. Like,
especially with the parity we have in the SEC now, which is something that is really new. Like, I have no clue who's going to win this conference. What's your thoughts on Mike Bobo? I was playing 2K the other day with my dog Joe, and Joe was cursing the entire time. Mike Bobo got to effing go. If I had $5 every time he said it, I'd have had me some money. You know what I'm saying?
Good, but he's also limited.
He was never a slam dunk hire.
No,
you and I both know that. He just kind of worked out.
Like the talent also. Like, he has talent technically because of the recruits he's getting, but production wise, it's not anything crazy.
It's not there. Like, what makes
that's on him?
What makes a 5-star wide receiver want to go there? Other than money and you have the opportunity to go win you a national championship.
What's the offense go there? I don't know. It ain't Gunnar Stockton.
How you feel about Gunnar Stockton? I know Nino's not the biggest fan.
Yeah, I'm not a biggest fan either, honestly. I mean, give me Stetson Bennett 8 times a week, twice on Tuesday. Like,
because Stetson Bennett have given you that performance that we've seen out of Gunnar Stockton in Knoxville.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. You know, I was a Stetson Bennett guy.
He also gave you a couple worse performances as well, but that's just Gunnar Stockton he's a step below Carson Beck. He's a step below Stetson Bennett. He isn't better than Jake Fromm.
Jake Fromm from State Farm?
Yeah. Bill's legend.
That's funny, dog.
Yeah, like I don't know how to explain it. For some reason, I thought JT Daniels, man. JT Daniels he won all that.
Remember, we thought JT Daniels was going to win a Heisman.
Yeah, I did. Oh man!
Kickoff, dog. Kickoff.
Hey, give me Ole Miss in this game. Give me Ole Miss by 17.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think if Kejuan Lacey is able to run the ball with the success that he's been able to run the ball with this year, I believe Lane Kiffin is cooking offensively, and we saw one of the best defenders in the country. And Whit Weeks absolutely early on the field because that's how fast they go. They have a different gear with their turbo. They have gears in their turbo, to be honest with you. Yo, no. Yeah, Ole Miss wins this game. I think they win it by like 10 plus.
Yeah, it's not good.
I'm with you there, man. So got a few minutes before the episode close out. College basketball season is about to start soon. What's your thoughts, man? We haven't done this in a while, so we got to talk a little bit.
Oh no, man. I like Duke this year.
You like Duke this year?
I like Duke
NIT.
I like Purdue, like Michigan, like Houston. St. John's a little overrated to me. They're gonna have a whatchamacallit running PG, and I don't think he a PG. He was at I think they have an Ian Jackson on point guard. Ian Jackson's a 2 guard.
Okay. My dog Boogie Flang gonna do, and he's at UF now, right?
Yeah, I think UF is gonna be good. People gonna have some back-to-back aspirations. They got a couple of good guards now, and they got the same front court from last year. People are high on NC State. I don't see NC State. I mean, NC State's gonna have a. They got that new coach from like Will Wade
State, right?
from McNeese State.
What was the name of the team manager who hit the portal with him too?
I forget.
It's a boxer's name, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's that boxer's name?
Yeah,
now
people high on NC State. I don't really feel it.
Well, my dad's high on them.
Like, man, they got that one dude from Michigan State at guard, and honestly, he should have stayed at Michigan State. But I get it, you got to chase the money, but bro, he ain't good. He ain't all
he
that.
said he ain't good.
He's a good bench.
Yeah, Amir Khan. I don't know why. I Amir Khan, bro.
Yeah, like y'all was just NC State, Illinois, and they didn't mean. As long as we got Brad in the wood, we ain't winning them. We ain't winning too much.
Did you see recently what Cal said? Calipari said?
No, what did he say?
He said, "The moment the game comes transactional for me, I retire." Brother, it's been transactional for you, dog. When have you ever been you haven't been a transformational coach since your UMass days, bro? Like, what the hell are you talking about, dude?
Oh man, shout out Marcus King. Yeah, like
UMass legend, bro. And he paid him a bag.
Yeah,
them Kentucky player, Walter McCarthy, and them dudes.
Didn't Marcus King like a step on like a post game interview like a big old chain, right?
What'd you say?
Didn't Marcus King have like a post like he had an interview where he had a big chain?
Yeah, he did, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's be serious. This dude like talk about like, oh, you mean like when it's on the table and we know all of the deals, it won't be transactional for you. Okay, bud. What about that team you had with AD and all them dudes who's on there, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah, no, yeah.
Any team stand out to you in the Big East this year? UConn. How you know I was about to bring up how you knew I was about to bring up the Big East, bro?
Oh no, DePaul I feel like gonna have a bounce back season. No, they got Chris Holtman.
Did that kid from Creighton? Did he go to the next level, or he's still at Creighton?
Who?
The center, I forgot his name.
Yeah. He went to the next level. I forget where he went, but he went to the NBA.
He get drafted, or was it you?
I think he went drafted the second round.
Okay, good for him. I forgot his name.
Ryan Kalkenberner.
Yeah.
But they got Creighton gonna be slept on, but they're gonna be good again.
You doing a fantasy joint this year too?
I don't know.
Who won it last year? Was it your boy? I don't even know.
Yeah, okay. Nemo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
think that's
what's up. Who's your favorite to win the NBA? Last question before we get out of here.
The Nuggets.
Nuggets? Why Nuggets?
I just feel like they got a deep roster this year. They actually have like valuable bench players this year, unlike they had the past 2 seasons. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question real quick before we head out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you realize how great Bobby Bowden was?
Yeah, of course I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you really?
I do.
Do you know how great he was?
Yeah, I know how great he was.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I don't think you do.
Why you keep saying that? Where did that come from? 80. What it did? 87 to was it like 2001?
Okay, you know that stat.
Yeah.
But do you know the other stats?
What's the other stat?
1989 to 2005.
No, what do you do?
Do you know? What is it? 211. Do you know?
211 what?
Do you know? See, what else? Do you know 33 straight years
33 straight years with a winning record.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the one before that?
211 consecutive seasons ranked. So
damn. Hey, I know you gotta get out of here. Hey, you have a good one. We're gonna get out of here, everybody.